Hello everyone, welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot if you are a regular viewer. Today we are doing the Aquarian Twinflame read. Okay, if you have an Aquarian Twinflame, this is the read for you. I do it slightly different to most people on YouTube. I do it on your runner, not you with whoever your runner might be. So, okay, basically this is all linked from the all signs overview I done, which was the new moon in Pisces. In that all signs overview, your twin flame runners had Aquarians, no had the star. Now you can see the confusion, which is the Aquarian card or the Aquarius card. So but in the sense of a tarot reading and a twin flame reading, it is also like the hopes, the dreams, or perhaps maybe you or them are suddenly thrown into the limelight. Maybe they can't get you out of their head and things like that. So you're like the center of attention. And that's what we're going with on this particular star. Center of attention. It might be linked with our hopes and dreams as well. But let's have a look at what we've got going with this. We've got the Three of Swords. Okay. And we got the Six. Okay, we got the Six of Cups. Now, the Three of Swords and the Six of Cups, basically, when they're thinking back, when they're thinking if you and them ever had anything together before they ran, they're thinking how it hurts. It hurts them. Okay, the Three of Swords, it hurts them. Thinking back on what things could have been, what things should have been. Okay, we got another card to look at as well. So let's see what else we got to look at. The other, but they're getting strong. They're getting courage. This gives them strength and courage to do something about it, I feel. Okay, so while I'm shuffling the cards for the main part of the read, I've already given them a pre-shuffle. The top left-hand corner will be what they are thinking about you. Bottom left-hand corner will be how they're feeling about you at the moment. Top right-hand corner will be the actions they are most likely to take. I say that because they have their free will. They can think about taking those actions. They're not. Then what you don't see coming. Okay, bottom right-hand corner. And then the overall outcome, and that's a potential overall outcome because I've already mentioned this free will thing. You have yours as well, and you might do things to upset that outcome. Oh, well, they might do things to upset that outcome. Then someone totally unrelated to the whole situation might do something to upset the outcome. The outcome is very predictable, unpredictable even. Okay, so their thinking towards you is the Nine of Cups. It's emotional fulfillment for me. Easy for me to say. Fulfillment. It's emotional fulfillment. So when they do actually think about you, they do get that nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. But then the pain kicks in of not actually doing anything about it when they could have done. And trying to get the strength and courage to do something about it now. Okay, feelings. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so in their soul, they're feeling a little bit detached from you. It's possible that you may have started seeing other people or thinking about them less, and by doing so, they don't feel that intense energy connection you two used to have, and they're feeling a little bit left out. The Five of Pentacles can also be worrying. So in their soul, maybe they're just worrying that they're losing you. You're drifting away. Same sort of principle. Yeah, they can't feel your energies as well as they used to. So that is why. Okay, so actions. The Two of Cups, the Soulmate card, one of the Soulmate cards. The Six of Cups is another one of the Soulmate cards. The Lovers is another one of the Soulmate cards. In this particular case, this is the coming together. Okay, so in their actions towards you, they're planning on coming closer, bringing you two together as one. What you don't see coming is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is a difficult decision to make. It could be a reconciling energy. Okay, so perhaps they come and they apologize and they say that can we have a second chance and all that, and then that leaves you in the position of, well, do I reconcile with this or not? Bottom of the deck, the overall outcome, and we'll have a look at that when we get to that. We'll do the other four cards first. We're going to get what your people would like to say to you out of that white deck at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so Nine of Cups. Let's have some clarifiers for the Nine of Cups then, shall we? Let's see what that is about in a little bit more detail. The Nine of Cups is also the minor arcana of the star. Okay, it's like your hopes, your dreams as well. Okay. So yeah, let's see what this comes out as. We got the Five of Pentacles again, and the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, your people are being practical, if nothing else. Or your Aquarians are being practical, if nothing else. So the Five of Pentacles again, it's that same energy as down here. It's linking us down to their soul. It is an indication that their mind and their soul are actually working from the same page, because your mind and your soul don't often work from your main page. If you think is your soul is your spiritual center and your mind is the 3D, okay, the real world center, your soul will pick up like soulmates and the like, people you've spent other lifetimes with, etc., etc. Your brain is there to sort of filter out the nonsense, so to speak, because in the real world, well, what happened in a past life don't really affect this life. So that's what your mind does. It sort of filters it all out. But at the moment, they're both working on the same principle. So they think about you and then they feel, I don't feel them as much as I used to. So your mind's actually realizing that the soul is like losing connection. And they're thinking about working on it. Okay, I've got to work on this. Some of them might be just thinking about, I'm just going to bury all these feelings in work. But for the bulk of them, they're thinking, let's work on this. Let's try to make something happen. Okay. What's crossing all this thinking of theirs is the Four of Pentacles. It's the driving force behind their thinking. It is the greed energy. And in turn, there's fear attached to this, which is like the backside of the greed coin, where they're scared. They're thinking they're scared of actually losing you. They're scared of losing that connection they have with you. So state why we have the Two of Cups over there are coming together of energies. Okay, because that's the actions there. Oh, look, the world was underneath that. They see, they feel, they know that you're the one what can bring them into some sort of new cycle, a new being, a new situation, an important big one with the world there. But they're scared they're losing it. They've been hanging on to it, but they're scared they're losing it. Okay, so Five of Pentacles, their feelings towards you. The Five of Pentacles. For some of them, the ones who are burying their feelings and their thinkings and the connection with you in work over there, this is more of the case of that they're actually freezing you out. Okay, but for the bulk of you, it is they're feeling that the connection is slipping. Okay, we got Justice and we got the Eight of Cups. Okay, so in their feelings, they feel a little bit justified that they should be losing you. Okay, they feel, okay, this is kind of like what's going to happen if you did have something with your Aquarian and they went running off somewhere else for whatever reason. Maybe they got an important phone call that one of their parents were elderly and needed looking after, and they've dropped you to go and do that, for example. Yeah, they're feeling that, well, I can understand why I'm losing the connection, because I'm not putting anything into it. I'm just accepting it as it is, and it's getting less and less, because obviously the more time you two are spending apart, the more you're thinking it's never going to happen. The more by thinking it's never going to happen, you start manifesting that into your world, so it starts to drift apart. And they're feeling that, and the Justice there is sort of saying, well, I deserve it. I deserve it for the way I've treated the tarot team. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups coming out here. The Eight of Cups is a movement card. All the eights are movement cards within reason, except for the Eight of Swords, which is kind of like a lack of movement. It's like the counter movement, so to speak. But the Eight of Cups is the movement. It's like a card of going on holidays, a card of moving house, moving job, moving whatever. So there is this energy of movement within their soul. Their soul is like stirring up, moving things around, moving, wanting to make room perhaps to fit you in a better way. Let's see what's crossing this. The Knight of Wands is crossing this. It's basically it's in their soul. You are the one. Okay, you're the one they want. You're the one what gets their blood running and boiling and bubbling and whatever you want to call it. Sends blood to other parts of the body that most emotions cannot do. But it's a little bit of a selfish energy as well. It's not because they're feeling love towards you, it's because they're feeling passion towards you. Okay, you're kind of like, I don't know, you're kind of like their fantasy escape at the end of the day. Okay, you're their no, what's the right word? What's the word my kids would say for this? I don't know. You're their nighttime entertainment in their mind. How about that? For those of you who aren't quite as prudish and things, yeah, they knock one out to you. Okay, so let's have a look at this Two of Cups. The actions they're likely to take. Coming together of energies. This could be good. This could be nice. There's the King of Swords come flying out. So that'll be our first card. The King of Swords. Taking action. Okay, knowing the truth and taking action. Then knowing the truth here. Their mind's on the same page as the soul with that Five of Pentacles coming out of it. They're working towards making this happen. They're moving towards making this happen. Yeah, because currently the justice they're getting for it is not the justice they want. It's the justice they think they deserve or feel that they deserve, but it's not necessarily what they particularly want. So they're going to take some action on upon it. And the action is the Two of Cups coming together. Okay, so we got the Page of Pentacles. Remember what I said about down here? I said they might come and talk to you and tell you why things went the way they did and apologize and stuff like that, leaving you in this place where you have to make the decision. But this is it. They're coming in with a little apology. The Page of Pentacles is an energy of a small offering, a small peace offering, so to speak. It's the smallest of the court cards. Now imagine if you were a king or queen of some country and your potential partner was a king and queen of another country. Yeah, now you can send out embassies, ambassadors and things to these other people, this other king, this other queen, whatever it is for you. Yeah, and if you want to make them feel like they're important and want to make them feel like they're a big part of something, well, you send them out a big one. You send them out like a noble, a lord, and a duke or something like that. No, they're sending you one of their little knights pages. Okay, so they're coming in. They're coming with an apology or some sort of opening. Try to get communication. Try to get dialogue going again. It could be a little message or an email, a text, or anything like that. Just sort of maybe asking how you've been, or isn't the wonderful weather at this time of year, or something like that. It's not going to be a full-on outright there telling you how they feel straight away, but that is the plan with this King of Swords. Once they get their foot in the door, then they can keep their foot in the door. Okay, so there is conflict crossing all this, and I'm gonna guess that the conflict is, do I give more? They're giving as little as they can possibly give. Yeah, for some of them it might be just because they feel that I've left this a long time. I can't just pick this up where I left off. I have to go back a few steps and start earlier on, start from the beginning, so to speak. Others of them, they're thinking, well, I just want to see if they're still there. I just want to see if they're still available. I'm just opening the dialogue to see if things are still good. Okay, but there is a bit of conflict there about how much to give. Okay, let's see what's underneath that. The King of Cups. The King of Cups. A little bit of indecision, a little bit of diplomacy. I said about sending emissaries. That's what they're called. emissaries to you. Yeah, this could, again, I said it's a little message. It could be a friend, a mutual friend. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was talking to Aquarius the other day, and they said they really miss you. Well, what happened there? Sort of thing. But there's also like the indecision of how much to give. They've got all this cup of love for you, but they're planning on just bringing in a little bit of a pentacle. Why? Because they don't really know how you feel about them anymore. They've lost that much touch. They're feeling the energy slipping away, so they're not sure what's going on your side. They're not sure, do I go bolding in and then wreck a relationship they've started with someone else? There is a little bit of care and consideration within that Page of Pentacles I'm feeling. Hanged Man, because they're looking at everything differently. And what are they looking at differently? The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is taking us back to the beginning of all this. Okay, and then underneath the Two of Cups was the Queen of Cups, linking up with the King of Cups there. All the love. I said, yeah, sometimes that King of Cups can be stingy with their love. They got all that love, but they don't give any of it. And I said, they've got all this love for you. And there was the Queen of Cups right at the bottom of that little pile, saying they've got all the love for you. And also kind of like a repeat of from the King of Cups coming through again. Okay, so after that Two of Cups, it was starting to do the cycle as best it could again with whatever cards it had left. Right, so Five of Cups coming out for this Two of Swords and the Strength card, which we saw in the cup. Okay, so the strength. Let's deal with the Five of Cups first. The Five of Cups is all about loss. Sorry, feeling that you've lost something. And this is kind of like perhaps the choices you're being presented with. Now, do I let it go? Do I lose it? You know, do I let it go free and see if it comes back to me? If it loves me that much, it will. And that sort of energy. But it's also kind of like an energy of perhaps I thought I had lost this, and now I've got the choice of getting this back. With the Strength card coming out with this, it's kind of like the other side of it. There's obviously something didn't quite pan out the first time round. Now in Twin Flame Soul Cycles, that is generally that you get together briefly, so you get a taste of each other and then you depart, so you can learn your lessons and then you come back. Now this is a case of, have they learnt their lesson? Have I learnt my lesson? Am I strong enough to handle this if they haven't learnt their lesson and I have to go our separate ways again? Okay, so yeah, like, you know, what's crossing this? The Ace of Swords. Well, you know the truth of the matter. You know if you have learnt your lesson, and you will know if they've learnt their lesson. You will know if it's coming across truthfully from them. And perhaps there was a bit of a more untoward reason that you two separated and went your separate ways. Maybe you come in, yeah, crossing this, what I was driving their emotions. Yeah, that page of that Knight of Wands. Perhaps you come in with this image of being a player, so to speak. Okay, if you're older than them and all that, then the chances are you have more experience, blah blah. To them, you could be the someone who comes in, gets what they want, and then go. You know, because obviously you're older than them, you're single, you've had someone before, this, that, and the other. Okay, so it could be kind of like that, or it could be whatever. But then the truth of it is coming out. Perhaps they went off, found someone else. Perhaps they just thought you were a bit of a leg over, a flash in the pan, so to speak. Got what they wanted and went off to find their true love, and not realizing they already had their true love. They just didn't see it as what it was back then. The Hanged Man in that pile of cards crossing there. Okay, so the outcome for this, the Seven of Wands. Okay, now the Seven of Wands is a defensive energy. It's like defending one's corner, defending one's ideals, defending one's morals, that sort of thing. So perhaps, I don't know, it all depends on what star signs you are. There you go, there's one for you. If you're still watching, it's not a stupid thing to say, because the people who aren't watching ain't going to hear it, so they're not. Anyway, if you're watching, why don't you drop that in the comments? Let me know what star signs you are. Okay, and well, we got a load there, but I don't think they're all in reverse. I think it's actually going to be like this. Okay, so yeah, let me know what star signs you are, because obviously if you're a Scorpio, yeah, you're probably not going to give this person the time of day, no matter how much they come back and how much they offer you, because that's kind of like what Scorpios do. If they've cut someone out of their life, they tend to be cut out for a long time until fate pushes them back together, and then they're not happy about it. So we got the Ace of Cups. We have got the Judgment card coming out there. The Ace of Cups. Remember, this pile did actually land upside down, so I am going to sort of do a mixture of this. So the outcome for some of you is you're defending your love. You're defending your corner. Yeah, you're defending, perhaps if you found someone else, you're going to defend them and sort of push this Aquarian onto one side and sort of say, no, 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 I'm with these now. You've missed your opportunity. Okay. But we've got Judgment there. Judgment is, well, for some of you, it's going to be like judging them. Yeah, you come now. Yeah. But for others of you, this is a second chance. So for some of you, it's you're going to be defending your second chance of having love with this person. For others of you, you're going to be defending the second chance you've been given already, which you've now started, and push the Aquarian away. Okay, we got, yeah. So let's see what else. I'm going to go like that actually. And we're going to have a little pile of 3 for each of these. Okay, so we got the Ace of Cups. Yeah, everything is set. Everything is ready. Yeah, perhaps you've learned what you needed to learn. Or perhaps if you were in a different mentality when you first met this person, this Aquarian, you're not in that mentality anymore. So everything's ready to go. And it's ready to just make the choice and go for it. It's not a hard choice. Not like down there. It's not a hard choice. You can just, but you are being defensive about it. Remember, there is a defensiveness about this. So you might defend the choice you made, no matter how ready it is to go with this new love or a love. It could be new love. It could be someone else. It could be new love. In fact, I might say that, actually. We've got 2 piles of things going on here now. And so you could be defending the new love you have because everything's ready to go with that. And you just have to launch it, so to speak. On the other side, you might be defending the second chance you get for the Aquarian. The Aquarian is very attractive, very loving, but you are very worried. That's why there is a defensive energy coming out, that they could turn around and betray you again. Yeah. But with the 4 of Swords coming out, yeah, you kind of feel it as a bit of a healing energy, or the energy between you and them has been healed. Okay, the completion of the connection, so to speak. Crossing it all is the Knight of Cups. Is the bridging energy between the two, is the crossing card between the two. Okay, and it's the for the two. So it doesn't matter which way you go, you're thinking about your future on a romantic level. Okay, you're thinking about who you're going to give your love to. Are you going to give your love back to this Aquarian, or are you going to give it to something new? It's the bridging energy and crossing energies. But you're defensive. You're very defensive about who is going to get it. Okay, so there you go. Let me know in the comments as well. With your twin flame, your Aquarian twin flame, have you kind of given up on them? Are you looking for someone else? Are you expecting to get given something by the universe as a penance or a represent, or you know the word of yeah, a reward for going through it all? Okay, so what your Aquarian would like to say is, can we work on this? Okay, I made a mistake, didn't you just? Yeah, end. I'm not sure what the end means. And overthinking at the bottom of the deck is overthinking. Now, again, this end, for some of your Aquarians, the ones who are burying themselves in work and all that, yeah, they're trying to end it. They're trying to finish it, okay? And then, which means the mistake they may have made may have actually been getting with you in the first place. Can we work on this? Now, for most of your Aquarians, if they're finishing it or not, they want something out of this. They want to have a friendship, if nothing else, okay? But they are overthinking the situation, and their overthinking is kind of like I said about the 8 of Swords. So you get the only 8, which is a holdback energy, and that's this energy. It hasn't come out here, but it is coming out in what they would like to say to you. They might tell you that they overthought it all, okay, and this is why they went off the other way. Okay, that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. please feel free, give it the thumbs up, let me know. It also lets the YouTube algorithms know that you enjoyed this video, and thus helps the channel grow. If you didn't like this video, you can give it the thumbs down, that's absolutely fine, but let me know in the comments why you gave it the thumbs down, because that way I might be able to do something about the channel in a future video and make things better for you. Okay, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I suggest you do so. I'll be making it easy. I'll be putting a link just there for you. All you have to do is follow that link and it will subscribe you. Just here will be a link to a video that YouTube thinks you would enjoy. It also means it's something the universe thinks you need to hear. So I would suggest go and check that link out. Okay, until the next time you're watching one of my videos, you'll be good out there.